Hello and welcome back, fellow bad strategists. We are here again in Europathaw, and maybe the sound's too loud. Hopefully, we can fix it. Yeah, so we got cut off. That was a terrible mistake on our part. Terrible mistake. We're not actually at war with these guys. They just swept. Oh, oops. They just swept in and took advantage of the fact that they have more troops here and their zone of control is stronger than ours, so we need to keep some troops on the road. There's a risk of us getting cut off if we push forward, but we're gonna push forward because really we want to be gaining ground at all points. So yeah, that will hopefully be fine. Hopefully they don't take that section of road. That would be catastrophic. Catastrophic. We can almost take Tomlinson. All their forces are over here, so we should have these guys wiped out pretty soon. We could fight them here, but we should not. Oh god, they pushed back our walkers. That's really bad.
We're taking fire!
I forgot they had troops there. Yeah. If they could stop us,
Mission accomplished.
if they can keep this road from us. So, oh gosh, maybe we do need to get more troops down here. We'll do it. We'll strategic move some militia to hold the road. I think we'll be fine now. I don't think they can take anything on the road, and probably next turn we take Tomlinson. It's not clear that things will go that well, but they might. Okay, how well staffed are we? Our bureaucrat office is generating about 1,000 BP, which is good because that's our governor bonus plus our central computer bureaucracy bonus. So if we look at our Empire Overboard, yeah, we're at 1312, which is pretty good for BP production. We're going to refuse this person every turn until they leave. Okay. Hospital barracks are for people's happiness. Heavy industry is good, but I don't tend to usually build it. Synthetic fuel. I've never seen this before. This might actually be really useful for us. But I'm tempted to say hospital because hospitals will make happy people, and we probably want happy people. Especially with all the settlements we're taking, it's going to be hard. High-speed machine guns would be quite nice. We'll take them, and now we have side skirts, I believe. And having side skirts... Okay, having side skirts means we can upgrade our armored units. I think we're going to upgrade our Zion 4s, and that we should have some scary new Zions. Zion 4, big gun, big armor. If we went up to double diesel, it would be 16.9 fuel. Woo, that would not be worth it at all. At all. We're going up to heavy diesel. Yeah, that's not a hugely increased fuel consumption, so I'm okay with heavy diesel.
Yes, sir.
The next model will automatically have side skirts. We will always take the meritocracy and always say whoa, whoa to the unrest increases. We will eventually need this and we will pay you, but I doubt you'll accept quite yet.
Sir, yes, sir.
Spies. We do want to keep on spying. I'd like to know what's around our neighbor who are expanding a bit more.
Roger that.
Then we feel entirely comfortable with them expanding. Bureaucratic push. You hate us. Why do you hate us? We can't make you like us. Cause you're the Interior Council guy. We can't make you like us. Damn it. There are stratagems that can make leaders like you, but they are the stratagems that do that are happy family. They're fate point stratagems. We do have one. Should we chem high? We could take chemical high. We're gonna do it. It's bold. It's bold, but we're doing it. I didn't even check where it fired at. we kind of care where it fired at, honestly, but we do need our Interior Council Director to not hate us because he's the one who makes other directors not hate us. Alright, so let's check that out. Interior Council. Happy Family is gonna be +2 happiness every turn, so he'll recover relatively quickly. Not as quickly as we'd like, but should be alright. Okay, power situation's great. Fuel situation's great. We could produce more armored units. We could also produce mechanized units, which would be good. Do we have a mechanized model? We do, and it's okay. It's incredibly mediocrely okay. We could produce, actually we could produce motorized units. Because this guy's not very good right now. Like, weapon design 74, what's his, and if we look at the difference in cost between him and the motorized, independent infantry motorized is 140, independent mechanized infantry is 220. So for the cost difference, I don't think we'd like to go up to the mechanized if they're not going to have some decent stats, because they'll be staying around for a while. But okay, our current situation. I would like armor, but we're waiting on producing the armor. We'll keep harassing here. We're gonna see a big drop in fuel this next turn, and the reason for that is because we're gonna resupply these guys who are without fuel for a turn. And you see they're like, he's down 100, he's down only 100 because he's light. Those are light tanks. Actually, I would love to build light tanks. Oh god, there's so many things we need. What is our status here? What's our situation? Our happiness is super high, our loyalty is climbing fast. Private sectors aren't thinking about building anything. Industry 3 is not something we really want to worry about. Bureaucrat 4 though, we need this. This is the big...
Order acknowledged.
That's a big... Well, that's a whopper of a thing, because that's going to be another near doubling of our BP points. That's huge. Oh, we don't need any depots yet. None yet. Okay, I think maybe we do produce some motorized infantry just to get them down here. Yeah, can we do an OHQ, motorized OHQ? 47%. Is it because we're short on manpower? It's because we're short on manpower. Well, that's a good argument against motorized, but we will produce a few independent motorized, and we'll see how far we can get them. Infantry motorized. There they are. Okay, we're doing foot 4, because I think foot 4 are the good ones. I think guards are the... Yeah, guards are low quality, foot are high quality. Do we still have any guards? We have 500 guards. We're gonna obsolete them. I don't know where they are. Maybe they're over here? Foot. What? Actually, we can see. They are in the 1st MG Infantry Brigade. Which means they're gonna be green. Are they these guys? No, those are where... I don't know where they... Are they up here? Yeah, that's why. And that's kind of out of range for us. We could pull it back. I kind of do want to get them all upgraded.
Roger that.
Cool. So that's just out of the way, so we don't need to worry about it. And so we will raise those motorized infantry, proper infantry, not machine guns. Yes, cool. And it says 20, but you have to bear in mind, half of that is the transport, so these are more like 10, strength 10. I assume that's strength. I'm not sure what it actually might be that it's supposed to stand for. I don't know if the transports count towards count towards suppression of unrest? Maybe they do? Oh my god, our unrest is high. I guess it probably that card we played probably raised unrest in Europa. I wasn't paying attention to it, so. We will send colonists. 7,300 is pretty good, and maybe that's enough that I would feel comfortable building a barracks or a hospital if we had them researched. Biofuel refineries are interesting. We do have a bit of a food shortage coming though, so we should be cognizant of that, and we should probably begin construction of a dome farm. Yeah, I think we'll do that, because we don't have one, right? Yeah, I don't think we've built any farming, because we've had what are you? Houston. Yeah, you can see their guys have combat armor and auto rifles, so we don't want to be fighting their infantry as they exist right now. Yeah, 2K, these guys are having a worker shortage. They also don't hate us, which is good. And fuel, a lot of fuel here. We should upgrade this oil drill. We should definitely upgrade the oil drill.
Copy that.
Okay, yeah, so, yeah, okay. So, few things, I've heard the criticism that that our armored units are overkill. I don't fully agree with that. It's most of the criticisms I've heard are the same ones I've levied against myself, so we should use less armor. That's fair, but if we fought well, fighting against the advanced AI start here, I think these are the advanced AI. They have a lot of stuff that our heavy armor is going to be necessary for. Like, we don't want to, and it's not, so even though it's quick to field test, it's not easy to replace the armor we have on the field, because, hey, it's you paying the cost of the battalion to upgrade the battalion, and that's a very awkward thing to do. Generally speaking, every piece of armor you produce, you're going to continue to field until it is destroyed, because it's a waste of production not to. There are times when maybe you'll have enough production that you can justify scrapping, but everything you can probably safely assume that everything you produce will continue to be fielded until it wears out. You could go down to 100mm of plating. I accept that. You can't go down to 50mm of plating comfortably, because 50mm is grossly inadequate for fighting proper infantry, and if you end up having to fight militia raiders, who have a very buggy heavy army, which is to say an army that has a lot of armored units that you need hard attack against. Buggies tend to be a hassle to fight if you don't have strong units. They can really muck you up just because you're rolling hard instead of soft attack, so you're not getting nearly as many kills. Now, other criticism, our guns are too big. And I respect that criticism, but at the same time, guns are cheap. And you gotta remember, most of our kills come from counterattacks. Counterattacks are, they're our defense value, so they're half the value of our attack. So we may have like 700 attack scions, but we have only 350 counterattack, or defense as it is called in game. And so that's, I'm not fully convinced of that argument. It might be true, but you take an increased penalty to each successive counterattack, so it's not necessarily entirely clear to me that that is the case, that we should reduce the size of our guns, because most of our kills are from counterattacks. Counterattacks are heavily penalized. Maybe we actually are making use of all of our attack value. Now, the argument that we should have faster vehicles, I think, is very, very reasonable, and maybe it would be a stronger argument to make that we should have early mechanized units, but I would like to try light tanks with bigger engines. As you can see, we're trying to up the engines on our assault guns, and maybe that's worth it. The big reason I don't do that early on is because the fuel consumption is the primary limiter for us. It's really like, that's what throttles us in the early game. that issue's vanishing, and we're building up a big stockpile of fuel, though you shouldn't assume that we won't run out of fuel again. We definitely will, even with the amount we're accumulating, as soon as we start producing more armored units. Alright, well, I'm going to call this video here. I will see you next time, and we will probably take this down. We will consider moving into here. We're going to have some mech troops here that are going to, I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe they'll suppress unrest in Fulda, but they're good for rapid deployment. That's the main reason we have them. Or not mech, motorized troops. Alright, I will see you then. Bye.